You're standing next to a full-size American pickup. The hood sits high like a small wall. The fenders are wide. The tires look like they're ready to climb a mountain. Now picture a European pickup or work van. It's often slimmer, lower, more compact, built to slip through narrow streets and tight job sites. And yet, even before you drive them, the American truck feels stronger. Not just bigger, stronger, more dominant, more confident. But here's the truth. That feeling isn't magic, and it's not just marketing. It's engineering, shaped by geography, laws, roads, towing culture, and the kind of work each continent expects a vehicle to survive. So today, let's break down the real reasons American trucks often feel more powerful than European models, without myths, without fanboy talk, just the logic behind the machines. 1. The landscape. America is a truck test. If you want to understand American trucks, forget the truck for a second and look at the map. The United States is built for long distances, huge highways, long climbs, massive heat in some states, brutal cold in others. And then you add the real job, towing. Not a small trailer once a year. We're talking boats, campers, horse trailers, work equipment, sometimes for hundreds of miles in one trip. A vehicle designed for that world is built to feel stable at speed, loaded, pulling hard, with minimal drama. The goal isn't only efficiency, the goal is endurance. European vehicles, on the other hand, often grow up in a different environment, tighter cities, higher fuel prices, narrower roads, and more strict rules around weight, emissions, and noise. That doesn't make them weak. It makes them optimized for a different kind of strength. The engine philosophy: big displacement versus high efficiency. This is one of the biggest differences. American trucks often rely on larger displacement engines, big V8s or large turbocharged engines tuned for torque and low-stress pulling. A larger engine doesn't need to work as hard to produce usable power at low RPM. European models often lean into smaller displacement engines, frequently turbocharged, designed to make power efficiently, with strong mid-range, but sometimes with a different feel. Here's what changes the experience. A big displacement engine often delivers torque smoothly and early, without feeling like it's straining. A smaller turbo engine can absolutely be powerful, but it may feel like it has a boost moment. It wakes up, builds pressure, then hits harder. Sometimes that feels exciting. Sometimes, under heavy towing, it feels like the engine is working harder to hold the same load. So the American truck can feel calmer, like it has extra capacity in reserve, even when the numbers aren't dramatically different. Torque curves. Why feel stronger happens at low RPM. Power is what you brag about. Torque is what you feel. When you pull away from a stop with weight behind you, the truck isn't living at high RPM. It's living low, in that deep zone where torque matters. Many American trucks are tuned specifically for that. Low-end torque delivery, smooth response, and gearing that keeps the engine in the strongest zone. European vehicles often target efficiency and emissions compliance in real driving cycles, so their tuning may prioritize lower fuel burn and cleaner output. That can sometimes soften throttle response or change how power builds. The result is simple. American trucks often feel like they move heavy loads with less effort, because that's literally what they were tuned to do. Transmissions and gearing, the pulling DNA. A truck's strength is not only the engine. It's the transmission and the final drive gearing, how the power is multiplied. American trucks frequently use transmissions designed for towing. More gears, stronger internal components, towing-focused shift logic, and gear ratios that keep the engine in the right torque range under load. They're also commonly paired with axle ratios that favor pulling power. That means higher RPM at cruising speeds sometimes, but stronger leverage when towing. European models often gear differently because fuel economy and noise matter more in many markets. That can make them feel smoother on light driving, but less effortless when pulling heavy loads. So even if two trucks have similar horsepower, the American one may feel stronger simply because its drivetrain is geared to multiply that power for towing. Freight and stability. Strength you can feel in your hands. Another reason American trucks feel powerful is how they're built. Many American pickups have heavy-duty frames and suspension setups designed for payload and tow stability. That extra structure adds weight, but weight can be a weapon when towing. A heavier, stiffer truck can feel planted. It resists trailer sway. It doesn't get pushed around as easily by wind or passing vehicles. It feels like the truck is in charge. European trucks and work vehicles are often optimized for a different balance: payload capability, maneuverability, and efficiency in tighter spaces. So sometimes the European vehicle is absolutely competent, but it may feel lighter, more agile, and less dominant when towing heavy weight. And in the driver's brain, dominance often translates to power. 6. Towing culture and ratings. What the market demand. This part matters more than people realize. In the US, trucks are bought for towing. People talk about tow ratings like sports stats. Manufacturers compete aggressively in that space. So American truck development includes tow modes, trailer brake controllers, heavy cooling packages, integrated towing tech, stronger rear axles, towing-focused stability control, the whole ecosystem. In Europe, towing exists, but the market is more fragmented. Many buyers rely on vans, smaller pickups, or SUVs. And weight regulations, licensing categories, and different towing habits shape what normal looks like. If one market treats towing as a core identity, the vehicles will reflect that identity, right down to the driving feel. Emissions, fuel, and speed, the hidden limiters. Now we get into the quiet part, regulations. European emissions rules are often stricter and structured differently. That can influence engine tuning, exhaust systems, and how aggressively the engine responds. Sometimes it can also lead to more complex after-treatment systems, which may affect real-world feel in certain conditions. Fuel prices and taxation also push manufacturers towards smaller engines and efficiency-first design. In the US, fuel has historically been cheaper, and the culture has been more accepting of larger engines, especially in work vehicles. So American trucks often have more freedom to prioritize power delivery and towing resilience. Also, speed and road behavior differ. American highways encourage long, steady cruising and long climbs. Many European environments prioritize different driving cycles and different compromises. These factors quietly shape what kind of power a vehicle is allowed to express. The real answer: powerful means built for the job. So what makes American trucks feel stronger? It's not one thing, it's the combination. A landscape that demands towing endurance. Engines tuned for low-end torque and relaxed pulling. Transmissions and gearing designed to multiply power under load. Frames and weight that deliver stability and control. A market that forces manufacturers to compete on truck capability. And regulations and fuel economics that allow bigger, towing-first engineering choices. European vehicles often deliver a different kind of excellence. Efficiency, packaging, maneuverability, and smart engineering that does more with less. But if your definition of powerful is hook a trailer, climb a grade, hold speed, and feel like the vehicle is unbothered, then yes, American trucks often feel more powerful. Not because Europeans don't know how to build. Because America built trucks for a world where towing isn't occasional. It's the mission. Picture the moment. You're merging onto a highway with a heavy trailer behind you. The engine doesn't scream. It doesn't beg. It just pulls, steady, confident, like it was designed for that exact moment. That feeling is engineering. And it's why American trucks so often feel stronger than European models.